Stars, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey guys, welcome here to another episode of Cattle and Crops. You join me, Snowman86, and we are tending still to our fields. We are advanced a day or two. We have one job to do here, and that is cultivate field 18, I believe it is. It was maize, and we have put slurry down on it, so we're just going to turn all that in now, and hopefully it will give us a better reaction to our fields. And after that, then we are looking at planting season. So realistically, we're probably maybe another couple of weeks away from it in game time, so we will advance that, make sure our bulls and stuff are being looked after. But we are then going to be planting maize. Some weird rocking going on here with the tractor. I'm not sure where that's coming from. So yeah, we're just going to plant a lot of maize and maybe a couple of fields then of summer wheat. As I say, we have our experimental fields in field, I believe it's 14 and field 10, so that'll be one worth keeping an eye on. So we're just rolling into the field here, so we're just going to start getting ourselves set. Simple case here now of just unfold everything, so we're just going to jump external cab for a second. And we are going to set up a GPS line again for us, just to make life that little bit easier, so we're not far off a track there. So we want a new line pointing this way. The new working bit is 4. We're just going to shorten that to 4 exact, and we're just going to bring our GPS line hopefully somewhat flush. If we make that 12, nope, so we need to be going slightly more, so we need to go 14. 14 looks like a good bet on that. So we're actually going to make it 13.7, 13.5, 13 and a half. We're happy enough with that, so we're just going to set on that track. So just make sure our GPS is enabled. We're going to so hopefully that is working. We'll just see if our GPS is working. So we just have the simple job now of tracking across this field. You will see in the minimap below it is registering what is seeded from last year's crop. So as we go, it'll turn more and more black across the field, and then we'll know we've nothing in it. Something on the radar for us to adjust to as well will be a bigger cultivator down the line. Now that we have the extra horsepower here from the Dites, we can afford to up the working width of our implements. I'm not doing too bad there. So that is the process. As I say, this will be probably a little bit slower paced than the previous videos on Cattle and Crops, mainly due to the fact we're actually getting more into the gameplay of it instead of banging out these tutorial missions. So things will happen a little slower pace. As you can see, the time now will be set to plus 10 or by 10 even. So it should pass the time relatively quickly in that state. Every 6 minutes, I think it should be an hour in game or close to it. So and our job is fairly simple. We just got to keep it on the straight and narrow. So we're just going to skip a couple of tracks here on this one. Lift up out of the ground, and we're just going to head over here a small bit and turn into this one. Just to show you what we are at, we will, if we jump in here, should see our ground conditions changing. You can see that we have 7% of it cultivated. So that 7%, all going well, will jump as we go through it here. And we just got to keep plowing on through. Corn managed to hit us there on the head. So we're in for the long grind of this. So what we might do here is, again, not to bore you, we might shut down, and we're skipping a slight track there all the way. That's unlucky. So sometimes the GPS is not always 100%. So one has to be ready for that. I think it's kind of corrected itself there, but we've missed a couple of bits and pieces here back behind us. It's just a touch gnawing. We will be doing a headland pass as well, so any bits that we miss on those edges we will be getting. So this is just the external view of what we are at. So looking quite well here. We'll just spin for an old screenshot here, and if I just turn off the lines, our GPS will still be working, but now we just can't see the lines. It just adds that a little bit more to it. So you see we're coming across the skybox texture is quite nice. So we're getting close to the end of the fields. Possibly going to leave that bit there, is it? So a couple of patches missed here and there. We can retreat to get them at a later stage. The main thing we want to be wiping out here is we want to be getting through the field here. We just need to get it cultivated so that in about another week or two, I think we're due a drop of rain as well. So we have to be careful about when we start planting, but once that rain has passed, hopefully all going well, we should be into planting season. Our fields are more or less ready. So as we go across the field here, I will say game is, I know I've said this several times maybe before as well, but it is just such a nice game. It is one of those ones where it's just the immersion of playing a full calendar year, the ground being able to form underneath you and holding that terrain and track until you next pass overs is just something unique, I suppose, and something we're not used to. So it's all these small little features that they've implemented. Even the way the growth structure is, it's not done on textures. It's more of it starts once you see it starts underground, and it slowly grows upwards, reaching for the sun, which is just a nice way of doing it again, where it's not just a kind of texture map changing over. So lots of nice features, and one would have to imagine that FarmSim will push the boat out come for Farming Simulator 21, which will be due out. It'll be out this time next year. We should have it. Obviously November of this year coming, so we're about 10 months out. So looking forward to that, to see what changes they've made. This game should be released as well by that stage, hopefully all going well and according to plan. So we really will have a range of toys to play with. That is one feature I like, is when you turn your head, it doesn't go directly behind you, it's slightly offset as if you were leaning around on the seat. It's just a nice touch. And the same if I go to that side, you'll see again, leans out to the side. Nice little touches. Camera isn't just mounted in a spot and does the 360, it actually has more of a a body movement to it. So while we shoot across the field here, we are just going to cut it here, I suppose, guys, and you will join me when we are towards the end of the field, and we'll see the progress we are making. I'd imagine that the rate the time is going there will be fairly dark anyway towards the end of this video, so we'll see how we're going. So all going well, we'll still be in light and we'll have field 18 finished. So I'll catch you in a few seconds, guys. And we have achieved what we set out to do. We are towards the end of the field. We just have this one last pass, and then we have to just do 2 runs down kind of where the headlands were or are, and that should see us out here of this field, and we should be fully cultivated, ready for our seeding. As I say, we probably will be advancing the game possibly up until the 24th, in around that kind of a time, and we will have a look again towards the weather and the heat. At the moment it's ideal for seeding, but the temperature is just a bit low. We started off at -3 this morning, so we had a bit of frost and stuff, which again is no good if you're putting seed into the ground. You want that bed to be that little bit warmer, just so the seed gets the best growth it can. So I do like that the game implements that side of it. Just do a quick spin around here now. The game implements that side. Now it doesn't display frost on the ground or anything like that, so for those of you who are thinking yes we get to see frost on the ground, unfortunately you don't. But if you do check your world map view and check on the ground temperature or air temperature even I should say, you'll see it is reaching freezing. So that is one thing just to keep an eye on. And as I say, a larger cultivator will improve this process as we go. One feature I do like, and I'm going to show you here as we get to the end of this pass, I'm hoping you can see it as well as I can see it, is that the ground is being deformed behind the cultivator, which is what you'd expect. But again, if I do a sharp turn here, or turn of, actually we gotta go back there anyway. So we'll do it just here. We're just going to do a quick 360 in the field. So I'm hoping you'll be able to see what I'm on about. If I turn this corner here, I'm just going to track into the field now. Again, this isn't realistic, just showing off a quick feature. But if I turn here, watch the track that's left by the cultivator. And if I stop and just quickly look behind us, you should be able to clearly see the track that we've created with the cultivator. So again, just nice little touches and features within cattle and crops. We're just going to keep it down now until we get off the field again, minimize compaction. But I just think that is a neat feature, that the cultivator will turn, and or even the ground sorry will take the shape of what you're passing over it. So we're just going to step off here and complete our last run on the far side there, and that is us out of this field. You'll see the tracks and the next field next door here. That is where we ran with the slurry tanker, and we were throwing out the digestate from the BGA. The tracks are still there. So I think we are getting closer to a finish. We're just going to run up here. So with that said, guys, this has been Cat and the Crops. I've been Snowman86. Thanks very much again for taking time to watch, and I hope you enjoy what you're liking or what you're watching. And if you want me to see me do anything, leave it in the comments below, and we will do our best to achieve it in the next couple of videos. So with that said, guys, take care. Thanks very much. See you all again.